Guys, what is going on? How are you? How's everything? What's shaking? What's up? What's good? What's new? Happy Friday. Another Foley Flannel Friday. And the funny thing about today is, the very funny thing about today, I was really unsure as to what we were going to play today. It was either going to be SnowRunner or it was going to be Skyrim. And we were going to play Khajiit, the Khajiit McMittens, the cheese wheel thief. But I flipped a coin. And that coin, and it's funny enough because it happens to be a Cthulhu coin. You can see him right on the front there. It just happened to come up SnowRunner. It just happened to come up SnowRunner. And I was actually not intending upon playing SnowRunner, but it was in the running because of the fact that I really want to get that Tayga. I really, really, really would like to get that Tayga. So I flipped the coin. I let fate decide. And here we are back in Maine once again. I mean, things happen, right? There are worse things that could possibly happen, too. So it's a 12-hour stream. It's actually... Nika Fernandez, this is a coin. There's a comic book. It's called Detective Lovecraft. And if you are a fan of H.P. Lovecraft, it's actually pretty cool. District B13. I don't know about 12 hours because that would mean I wouldn't be sleeping. And at this time tomorrow morning, I would be getting up and going to work. So there's that. So there is that. I don't know how I would handle that. That would be a long day because I already got up at like 4:45 this morning. Who needs work? Seeing as how I'm the only one on tomorrow, I kinda have to be there. They would frown upon it if I didn't show up. As much as I would like to not show up. I'm saying that flat out right there. I would simply like to not show up. That would be the nice part about that. As far as the Tayga goes, we have, I believe, 2 more tasks or 2 more contracts to complete. So we've got this one up here, which is 4 consumables, and 4 metal rolls. And that means we're going to do it in one fell swoop. And we're not going to use the Zix 605R, as one would certainly possibly most likely enjoy doing using the Zix 605R. But exactly. We are using the 8-slot trailer because we can. I'm going to use the 8-slot trailer because I want to use the 8-slot trailer. And nobody's going to tell me otherwise. I'm going to do it. And for the proper vehicle that we will be using, I'm going to use this big fella. Gonna use this bad boy. The giant Russian Kolob. Advanced special. Make sure that we don't have any weird stuff that we have to change here. Not those. That. Any different bumpers? Different bumpers. Not really different bumpers. Beacons and fog lights. Yep. Oh wait. Let's do a different custom color. Some custom colors. And I think no straight up custom colors on this one. But let's make it like a weird let's make it this weird color, because this is a good weird color. And this is the one that is not full-time all-wheel drive or differential lock. And also, the funny thing is, I got someone else to play SnowRunner. One more victim for the SnowRunner pile. We get Space Viking 42, who's an individual I met at a small convention down in Fairhaven. Tomorrow I'm going to stream 24 hours. Holy moly! When are you starting, Nika Fernandez? And what will you be playing? Alright, what trailer do we want? We want... we want... Super Heavy Semi. This is most likely going to be a very bad idea, but we're going to do it anyways. Because we can. Because we absolutely can. Yeah. We'll see how this goes. We'll play this out. We'll see how it goes. Still don't know the time. I remember that one time you said never again, and yet here we go. Yeah, I said never again a lot, and then I used the 8-slot trailer a lot. Because I am a glutton for punishment. And first things first, we need to change suspension mode. Raise it up a little bit. And off we go. So, the only thing is, we have to get... Well, I guess we could just go down to the road and then cut across and around. We could do that. You blame for that one time, too? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Things happen. Things happen. We'll see how far we get. And, what's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that can happen? So, actually, speaking of, so we have 8 units of cargo that we have to transport, basically just from the port down here. This is where it all is. And then we can get it right over to the lumber mill over there. This time, it's on you, and I wasn't a part of it. You are absolved of all guilt, my friend. All guilt and all blame. It is not coming to your doorstep this time. But I do enjoy the ill-gotten encouragement. Very much so, actually. So, after we complete the sawmill, the final stage, then we need to do starting the plank production, which gives us warehouse access. You know it's going to be a great weekend starting out with the SnowRunner Friday. Yeah, it was almost going to be... It was left to fate. It was left to the toss of a coin, because I also didn't mind doing a kind of relaxing sort of Skyrim Friday as well. A Foley Flannel Friday, Khajiit, the Cheese Thief, Skyrim edition. Fun stuff. So we need 2 short, 2 medium, 1 long. So that actually doesn't seem too bad. Don't forget to turn on your beacons for safety. Beacons for safety, my friend. Beacons for safety. And you know what? You know what? That actually deserves... That deserves that. So we're gonna add that quote right there. And now, which way am I going? I don't even know. So we want to get down here and we want to cut across here, zip over here, because I don't really want to try to get through this to there. Now I have a machine gun. Oh. Redacted Levolution. And it adds 2 horsepower. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So we only have the regular beacons. So we'll put the regular beacons on. And we will start the journey of the giant lumbering land machine. So actually, if you've ever looked up some of the weirder vehicles when it comes to like the U.S. military and their exploration or their attempt to secure like the Arctic Circle, there is a lot of weird vehicles that ended up being created and built, tested, and researched that are still sitting around places, believe it or not. There was it was called the Land Train, and it was a front cab unit, and I think it had like some kind of onboard generator or diesel generator. And what happened was there was little tiny cars or like carriages that were strung along behind it like a giant train, and each one of the axles were actually powered by electric motors. So I think it was the electric motor was inside the wheel hub unit, and it was some of the weirdest technology for the time. It was basically before heavy lift cargo helicopters were a thing. So, but yeah, it was like the land train or the road train. It was a really unique situation that didn't really get used super effectively, because by the time that it was completed and ready for use is when heavy lift helicopters were actually in service. So then it kind of defeated the purpose of a vehicle that could travel to the Arctic Circle. Rambo, Lambo, and Unimog are all we need. Oh, so you're saying the Lamborghini, the LM002? Because I know exactly what that is. Schwarzenegger used to have one of those. Or what's the new one? JJ Wentworth. Going on. Yep, the LM002. Yep. That thing's a cool ride. That thing, and that was the vehicle of many a foreign dictator as well at the time, because it wasn't an American vehicle. You know, it's not like they were driving around a Chevy Silverado. That thing was so cool though. It was super unique and just completely different than basically anything else out there. That was your first real, they built it for the U.S. military contract, but went with a Hummer. Had the Countach V12. What's the Lamborghini, the newest SUV that they have? And I cannot remember for the life of me the name of it, but they tested it on Top Gear. And actually, Top Gear, or no, what the hell's not Top Gear. Was it Top Gear? No, it was. No, it wasn't Top Gear. The Ulysses. So it wasn't Top Gear. It was the Grand Tour. They tested it on the Grand Tour, and I think they tested it against a Ford Explorer on an off-road, icy, snow-covered track, and they beat the living hell out of this Ford Explorer. And it was probably one of the funniest things I have ever seen. It was just beyond hysterical. The whole entire thing, it was hooning at the most height of hooning. It was pretty funny. And then, so they took the Ford Explorer around the track, beat the hell out of it, and then they took the Lamborghini SUV out and about and around, and that was pretty fun to watch. Gonna go. I guess we gotta go across. Yeah, so we'll. Yeah, we'll follow the regular route. The regular route we shall go, and we'll see just how badly this thing does, or how potentially awesome this thing does. All right. And actually, what the hell is the name of Oh, the Ursus. It was called the Ursus. Yes. Yeah, I just looked that up too, District. Yeah, that thing is so cool. That thing is a neat vehicle. There you go. Yes. It was the Lamborghini Ursus. And they raced it on an ice track. And it's cool. That thing was really, really, really cool. Oh, no, it's all good, man. It's all good. All good. And now it is apparently snowing in our game. So the irony to this is that today was like almost 60 degrees. Test drove that thing. It's definitely a cool SUV for the price, too. I've been teaching myself Latin. I guess that's where Ulysses came from. I mean, there is potential for that. And I certainly don't fault you for that. We all learn things here. And that's the greatest thing about this. We can all learn and teach one another. And it's a lot of fun. Actually, you know what would have been you know what would have been pretty funny? Taking the Pacific P16 and doing this with the P16. Because that monster would have been hilarious. And potentially we could maybe take the P16 out. I would love to see an all-wheel drive upgrade for the P16. Something to make it into just an unstoppable juggernaut of off-road activity. Not too far from the garage. All engines stop. Oh man, you know what the nice thing about the P16 is? That's kind of a wimpy horn. That's kind of a wimpy horn that does not show the true nature of this particular vehicle, but well, it doesn't fly, but it has a horn that does sound like an ocean liner, effectively. Sounds like an ocean liner. And you know what? Simply because we're going to, and because I want to, let's go boot scoot boogie right over there. We'll show you. Yeah, they do. They all have these really, really wimpy horns, and it's like, why? Why is this like this? It's not nearly as cool as it should be. Some of the, and it's funny too, some of the American trucks are actually have better horns than a lot of the Russian trucks. All right, so this is the P16. Doesn't get any fancy colors, but I like the orange and black. The white, red, and black isn't terrible either. I think they treat this game as a joke. This thing hauls. And this is our really cool, like, interior. Russia doesn't know how to make loud noises. Ask Chernobyl. Wow. That was why can't all the trucks have the... Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. That is exactly how I feel. I mean, this look, we're even knocking down like fences and stuff like that all the way over there, simply because we've got this like mega horn, and it's so cool, so cool. So let's keep that out. We might use that for our long log that we have to obtain. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Russians do know how to make things right. It's just this game is, in this game, it's eh. Yeah, you know what? Other than unstuck trucks, what do you do in this game? So, basically, it's a lot of logistics. It is a lot of getting cargo from point A to point B. And one of the biggest things is when we go to the global map, right above me here, and depending on the region that we are in, where it says regional progress, those are the types of things that we need to accomplish. So if we went to Amur, this is my favorite one. Rockets core section assembled, fuel processing plant constructed, and then if we move like this, you see how that says launch successful right there? We launched a rocket. We recovered rocket pieces in the middle of nowhere. We built the rocket. Well, technically it got assembled at a warehouse somewhere. And then we brought the completed components to a launch site, and we watched the rocket sail into the air. And I've never seen anything like that before. This is one of the most difficult regions in the entire game because of the sheer size and layout of some of the maps. And you really do have to consider all of the logistics of it. This one right here, we needed to make a paper factory, and we had to restore a railway. So there's actually quite a bit of stuff that you actually have to do, but it's not just getting trucks unstuck. It is a lot of cargo delivery from point A to point B, but it's how you get it there, and sometimes there is a significant amount of obstacles in between your point A and point B. Like, maybe you have to rebuild a bridge before you finish transporting the cargo. Then you can see the rocket crash with UFO, and it falls onto a Cosmodrome map. Ugh. Ugh. The UFO, I don't think I saw the UFO, but I did see a lot of the, the radioactive goo that was apparently spilling out of that UFO, and it was like, you gotta be kidding me. But that is also pretty much right around where the Zix 605 was. And, oh yeah, yeah. There is an area on the map that is painted green because there is legitimately a radioactive spill. Yeah. And it was really kind of terrifying because a Geiger meter, you can start hearing the tick, 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 as it begins to kind of crank up. And it's like, ooh, this is not good. This is slightly terrifying. So some of the trucks you find, some of the trucks you buy. A lot of the trucks that they add to the maps, you have to do certain things to unlock them. Like in the Dawn region, you had to do a couple of tasks, and it allowed you to get access to the Tatra Phoenix. The Tatra Force, you had to find it on the map. You then had to repair and refuel it, and then it's yours. These big ones right here, these ones you basically just buy. There's a lot of trucks in this game that you can simply just buy, which is pretty useful. Pretty useful. But here's the funny thing. I have a lot of money in this game. And I probably have... I think I've got like 2 million. I've got 2 million right now in soluble funds. I also have another probably 5 million. Hey, you're funny. I have another 5 million wrapped up. Gem, what is going on? How are you doing? What's happening? I believe they would call that a barn find, redacted. But potentially there is legality issues in that particular situation. With a barn find, usually someone owns something somewhere. But if it's never been titled and it's older than, you know, computers, somebody's got to have paperwork on something somewhere. But if it's a rusted out hulk in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of a field that's never moved and is riddled with bullet holes for, you know, time immemorial, who knows? Got my Land Cruiser alternator replaced and ready for Sunday snowstorm. Awesome. We are actually getting snow up this way tomorrow. We are getting somewhere like 4 to 6 inches tomorrow, which, I mean, that's nothing, but... Where do we go? We go to the right. But no, that is definitely good that you have that all squared away. God, I don't miss that stuff. Yeah, it's, yeah. I mean, I don't mind it. I do, however, mind the fact that I have to work both Christmas Eve and, was it Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve? All right, so this is going to be interesting simply because we've got this long trailer. There is no place to turn around. And of course, this is going to get stuck like this. 6 inches is enough for some, or at least that's what I've heard. It's pretty cold. It's pretty cold is fine. I don't miss cleaning it up at all, or being wet and cold at 7 a.m. wiping the car off to leave. Yeah, that's kind of one of the things that's sort of annoying is the fact that, like, hey, we got to go clean everything off now. Everything. Or you be like the majority of some of the jerks and you just leave all of the snow on your vehicle and you're just like, eh, I don't care. I don't care. All right, cargo management. We want 4 metal rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we want 4 consumables. Boom. So this is all the cargo that we need. This is all of the cargo. They made that illegal in a lot of places. Yes. And you are responsible if an accident happens. You are 100% correct, but that also does not stop people from doing that. You would be surprised the amount of people who still insist upon doing things like that. I've got a preheater to de-ice the windows, and 6 inches of snow means some cardio. Yes. Yes, it most assuredly does. Okay, so here comes the fun part. We're going to try to back this truck on out of here. Now we just kind of go right back. Straighten it out. Mob Singer, what's going on? How is everybody? What's shaking? We'll do that. And then there's a... Okay, so we're going to miss that tree right there. Off topic, just tried the Unreal Engine 5 Matrix demo on PlayStation 5. So it's really good. It's really, really good. Nope, nope. We're totally going to hit that tree. All right, nope. We got this. We got this. We got this. Oh no, we want to go this way. All good. Thunderstorm outside. Thunderstorms are pretty cool. Want to kind of... Oh, nope. Totally didn't mean to do that. Yeah, see? That doesn't work. That doesn't work too well that way. Totally turned the wrong direction. Alright, see? There we go. Now we just gotta get by. Nope, that doesn't work either. Oh, maybe we're actually going to have to get another truck out here to kind of to fix the boo-boo that we've just effectively found ourselves in. Or we can do this. We're going to get creative. This game made me realize I'd suck at moving trailers. It's not terrible. Oops. To be perfectly honest with you, the longer the wheelbase of the vehicle, the easier it is to kind of navigate and maneuver with a trailer. Excuse me, sir. I need to move your fence. Thanks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. There we go. There we go. I got this. Although it occurs to me, I'm going to need some fuel. We're already down to like a quarter of a tank of fuel left, as per over my shoulder right there. So we are going to need some fuel. 8x8, absolutely. Looks like a Swift. Oh, so you know about the Swift drivers too, right? Man, I have heard some really bad things about Swift. Hey, F51501. I'm good. How's your Friday going? What's happening? We are hauling cargo, pretty much because we decided on this game at the at kind of a toss of a coin. This game won the coin toss, but that's okay. Mostly because I really want to get the new Tayga. Really want the new Tayga. Can't complain. That's awesome. All right, come on now. Come on. Winch. Winch this way. There we go. Okay, perfect. Perfect. I think if we can stay on task, if we can keep ourselves focused, and by we I mean me, because I'm just a chucklehead, we may possibly, potentially, conceivably, actually get the Tayga tonight. And it's interesting because I did manage to get one upgrade part for the Tayga. And I think it was just a suspension lift. I wonder if it's going to be all-wheel drive all the way, or always on, or diff lock always on. And I wonder what kind of tires it'll take. We need to find out. These are questions we need answers to. But we'll see what happens. And we aren't actually going to need to run some fuel out here because we are almost empty. So that's also a thing. I mean, these things can move a lot of cargo, but they do it at such a slow pace, and with that, there is a lot of fuel consumption. I mean, this thing held 340 liters of fuel, and now we almost have just under 60. And we're only starting our return trip. And we don't even have to go all the way back to the garage. We just have to make it back to the lumber yard. Which, that'll be nice. Maybe we'll make it. Sometime. This, you know, first half of the century. I mean, we could conceivably go with the flat nose Kolob, but I kind of like the long nose Kolob a little bit more. All of our cargo is still in place. And I mean, look at that profile. I mean, look at the profile of this thing hauling the giant amount of all-wheel drive off should save fuel in real life. It's supposed to. In this game, it is technically supposed to. But the actual amount that it does save you is negligible. And you're essentially just better off leaving it in all-wheel drive simply because they tend to drive better by means of they steer better. Yeah, high gear does save you fuel. It doesn't give you the fastest speed, but it gives you the most fuel-efficient speed. I feel like moving half the load at 40 miles per hour would be more profitable. You're not wrong. You are absolutely not wrong. But this was to prove a point. The point that we wanted to prove was simply we could do it. So this is more of a little bit of my pig-headedness than anything else. So there is that. Because it is my obstinance. My inability to say, hey, maybe this isn't a good idea after all. So instead of saying, hark, let us go back to the drawing board and re-examine our situation, I decided to say, hark, let's just go full tilt all the way. That much I understand. Yes. Yes. Let's see how far we can get. I mean, we're still in high gear. This thing is not bogging down. Well, it's kind of slowing down, but it's not really stopping or wanting to stall like most other vehicles would actually want to do. It also occurs to me that I should not have moved my fuel truck that was over here. I should have left it here. Alright, so we're going to leave this here. We're going to go back to the garage. We're going to find a fuel truck that we can use. Because, fuel. It still pisses me off that we can't change tire pressures. Yeah, it would be better to air up on pavement. It would be, high gear is like 500 horsepower and 4,378 to 1. Probably very close to that. Let's see. What do we want to use for a fuel vehicle? Do we want to use something decent and efficient, or do we want to use something that probably is not the best idea for what we need? We could use a Jeep with a Jeep with a jerry can on the top of it. Or worse yet, a Hummer with a jerry can on the top of it. Oh, that would be too funny. I mean, I do like a lot of the Scouts. They're just so ineffective. He said efficient. Alright. You know what? What do we want to use for a really fun, unique, and interesting fuel truck? Actually, you know what makes a good fuel truck? So, this is what happens with the Azov 5319 when you put a fuel tank on the back of it. Oh, we get, oh, that was the awful paint scheme. I don't like this paint scheme. This paint scheme is very, very messed up. It's like it's a psychedelic beaver. Tatra 805 with a fuel tank. Tatra 805, you say? Let's see. Where is my Tatra 805? It's here somewhere. Tatra 805. Conveniently equipped with a fuel tank. Haha! It is. It really, really is. This thing is such a goofy vehicle. It almost reminds me of like a really angry little, like an angry chihuahua. Like, this is the angry chihuahua of vehicles in this game. It doesn't steer right, it doesn't drive right, it doesn't really... And the fact that it puts the baby Tayga tires on it, and they fill up the entire wheel well, and then the wheel well rests on top of the tires, it's just, it's so weird. It's so bizarre. Yep. Like I said, it's very difficult to control. Very difficult. The little tiny baby Tayga tires. Crash around with this thing. Character from Cars. I mean, yeah, actually, yeah. It is fun. It's... Even the horn is comical. Even the horn. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? Check this out. This thing right here has basically no interior in it. Okay? There's like nothing for interior in this thing. Let's go. Let's haul and hustle. So let's see if we can make it this way. I don't know if we'll be able to or not, but I guess it's no hurt in trying. It does have an escape hatch because they know that this thing tips over. You can actually get close to the steering or to the windshield, or you can get a little bit further away from the windshield. Oops. And we've got that windshield that's the wiper that's never going to work because it's always just going to be there. Oh man. It's going to be a Christmas miracle if we can get this truck over to the other truck and refuel the bad boy. Oh, man. All right. Get her done. All right. Well, we made it to the first area. Wait a minute. Where do we actually even have to drop? Oh, okay. So we have to drop the materials around the backside. So that's not going to be too terrible. Or at least that's the general idea. That it's not going to be too terrible. But what do I know? We're not there yet. So after we do that, we actually have to get logs. We have to collect logs and transport it to the lumber mill. And that will give us access to the lumber mill, and then that'll give us the Tayga. So once we get this stuff delivered, then we're looking to be in pretty good shape, actually. Miracle in Nakatomi Tower. It's not really Christmas until Hans Gruber hits the ground. Uh-oh. Come on now. No winch points? Uh-oh. We have the river working against us. The river is, in fact, working against us. Mistakes were made. Not super bad just yet. But potentially. Potentially. Hug a little bit closer this way where we don't have any of the visible... Super Goat! Dude, just the person that I wanted to see. Super Goat, please tell me that you saw the new white Challenger that our good friend Waylon Revis now has taken possession of. Because that damn thing was awesome looking. Come on now. Where are we going? So the lead singer of a band, A Killer's Confession, who was a previous singer, the new album from the Browning is amazing. I'm rocking out right now. Yes, but did you see the Facebook posting from Waylon? Thinking, wanting to. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Apparently we've had issues. So the river kind of took us away. What about Metzistol Metalheads? You know what? I need to sit down and actually listen to more of that. William Sterling. More mistakes were made. Yes. Oh, you mean working with Brains and Sahaj? No. This is why there's an escape. Yes, this is exactly why. This is why there is a built-in escape hatch. No. Waylon's new car. All right, so we'll put this right there. We'll do that. Okay, so we will leave that there, and we will attempt to go rescue ourselves from ourselves. And you know how I was saying how potentially we should be able to get some things done tonight, but things like this may potentially happen. And you know what? How about we use the Azov? We'll use the Azov like we were going to, but let's get rid of the fuel tank. So let's get rid of the fuel tank. Oh, there it is. Duh. Okay. Cars flipped 1 of 5 today. Yes. Absolutely. What looks like a 15-minute task can take 2 hours. So, here's the funny thing about that mountain lion. I had successfully convinced our good friend, Space Viking, last night to actually start playing SnowRunner. So he played SnowRunner at the end of his, art stream this morning. And he goes, guys, I just have time for one more task. It should be done pretty soon. And one more task turned into several more tasks and a lot of time later. And then he's looking at the clock and going, oh crap, guys, I actually really have to get going now. This has taken way longer than I thought it would. And it was like, yes, welcome to the curse of SnowRunner. This is exactly what happens with SnowRunner. Yep. One more task will turn into several more tasks. Will turn into, I don't know, basically you signing away your soul to, you know, the deviousness of this game. I was stuck in mud for 19 hours in November in Northern Euro, 4 kilometers from finish line, on an off-road race. 19 hours? How did you manage to get out? Did you just dig out? Did you use... was there even anything to winch off of? I'm now incredibly curious, and I must know. Alright, go this way, knock down some trees, head over this way. We get rescued by tractor finally, missed cutoff. So you get a DNF, or how's that work? Oh, we get a challenger. Yeah, I didn't see the video. Okay, he was actually streaming that while we were on Twitch, and I managed to see a little bit. And I went back and I watched some more of it, and man, oh man, the exhaust system on that. Being stuck 4 kilometers from the line. That's rough. That is rough. And how long was the entire race altogether? So you were 4 kilometers away from finish, but was the whole thing like a very... It sounds stock? I think he said it's got a couple of aftermarket upgrades, at least according to the video. But that's just a regular, the whole thing was like 48 hours. Holy moly. Because that's just like a regular, like just regular Challenger. Nothing, like super fancy or super special. Was it the 392 Hemi? Because it didn't look like it had, it didn't look like it had any fender badging on it, so I wasn't 100% sure. Might have a Borla or something on it, but my Challenger, you could tell, wasn't stock. I legit got people screaming at me thinking I was revving it just from turning it over when I started it. It's probably a Scat Pack. Okay. I wasn't sure, because I was looking at it. I didn't see any of the fender badges on the thing. And I was like, you know what? That's a really nice car, though, and I love the color on that thing. It's like Stormtrooper white. Alright, so now, I guess we can... Actually, you know what we can do? Dodge's bright white is amazing. Yeah. That white on that car, it looks great. It looks so good. Man, even this thing is moving slow. Kinda sort of roll this thing over a couple times, I guess. There we go. Hey there, little fella. Wanna come along for the ride? Alright, there we are. There we are. I'm gonna drown 2 monsters. No. So the air inlet is actually at the back of the cab on this one, which is kind of nice because when you splash down, still debating on a Hellcat or not. I mean, potentially there's a lot of money in there if you make the right investments. All right, so we're gonna leave that guy there, and then we're gonna change back to the Tatra, so we can try to get this Tatra back over to the other truck to fuel it up. This thing has some weird suspension. It has some really bad turning radius. It's just, this thing all around is not a very good vehicle, but I don't know, man. I like using it because it's so weird. And I do appreciate the suggestion for going ahead and giving me a reason to use this thing. Here we go. There's one last little bit of mud to get past, and then we can fill up the Kolob. Hellcat is a package for some dog. Yeah, the Hellcat is it's the 707 horsepower configuration for the Challenger. The house that came up for sale last week that I wanted really badly sold already, but I only got pre-qualified for $213 anyway, and they were asking $220. So I guess I may as well buy a badass vehicle and forget getting a house. Here is the thing. Here's the thing about houses versus cars. You can race a car. You can't race a house. You can live in a car as well, but you can live in a house. So you can race and live in a car. You can't race that house. And you know what? Houses, do they actually put that many smiles on your face per gallon? It's smiles per gallon, my friend, not miles per gallon. Sadly, I was pushed to buy a house. All right. Drag fuel carrier, Kolob, fill it up, all 340 liters, but you can't invent more land. I mean, you know, things and stuff and things. See, now you want to go in investing logic into stuff like this? Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be like that? Yeah, I don't need that kind of negativity around here. And a house puts a lot of more smiles on your face when it's paid for, and all the girlies know you have a home. So I'm broke. I invested in this house that gets ready in a year. Oh man. All right, let's do this again. Let's see if we can make it with this thing. Because there's a lot of mud through here. All I want to do is cruise around. Yeah, pretty much. Cruise around's fun. I won't lie. So at least the nice thing about this truck is it's not going to get swept away by the current. So there is that. That is a small plus. We just have to get this over to the lumber yard, right where that yellow arrow is taunting us. I mean, we can actually see it from all the way over here. We can see the lumber yard. Everyone wants what they don't have. If you bought a $100,000 toy car and lived in a shitty apartment, you'd be worried about scratches or theft, whining about neighbors and noise, etc. See, that's just negativity, man. That's just negativity. There is a housing bubble right now. Even rentals are going up drastically. Yes, they are. It just seems like with the production on Hellcats ending next year, that buying a jailbreak model with higher horsepower and all options available would have an upside in a few years. I mean, there is potential. Look at what happened with the Ford GT. Those vehicles, the second you drove them off the lot, actually started gaining in value. Those vehicles actually legitimately gained in value. And those are actually worth more. Also, we're stuck. Those vehicles are actually worth more than their purchase price. GT is absolutely rare. Yeah, you're right. Maybe in 70 years from now, Dodge made so many Hellcats and Demons, it'll be a long time before they start getting rare. You know. Whoop. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Our trailer is bending. Our trailer is bending. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's do, maybe that one there. Give me a prowler. Oh, Jesus. A prowler with an LS swap. I always liked the scat packs too. Yeah, we're trying to figure out which Challenger Waylon bought, or which want a prowler but not like for 30K. They dropped the ball by putting that puny. Yeah, it was the 3.5 liter V6, and apparently those things have like a really weak rear transaxle. So like if you put any kind of power to them whatsoever, it's guaranteed that they're going to like blow to pieces. But then again, you could go and get yourself a Chevy SSR, which is not a great idea. Even though they looked cool when they came out, they made them for like 2 years, and now you can't find any parts for them at all anymore. And it was the V6 that had a ton of head gaskets. Yes, yep, I remember that. Okay. There's some couple of dudes who are actually Hemi swapping a Prowler, and they're doing all these supportable upgrades. The only acceptable V6 muscle car is a Grand National. My buddy here at work has a Scat Pack. He chose it over a Hellcat because the insurance for the Scat Pack was about $800 cheaper. Yeah, it's cheaper, and it's just more drivable. Most of you here are from the U.S., right? My German neighbor has a Durango, and with any snow, it just sits. What gives? Is it like a Durango RT? Typhoon and Cyclone. That's true, too. I love the Typhoon and Cyclone. Typhoon and Cyclone have the 4.3-liter turbocharged V6 engine. The Buick Grand National has the 3.8-liter turbocharged V6. And that was the era of really scary turbos. That was the area of just boost that kicks in and comes rushing on like a freight train, and you are not expecting it, and it basically just sends you wherever it wants to send you. What I don't like though is LS swapped. The original Durangos used to suck in the snow, long and narrow wheelbase. I'm sure anything 20 years newer than those, it is better though. Oh, I like this thing. Jem, I like this thing a lot. This has always been one of my more favorite vehicles to kind of crash around with. And while it may not be the most practical, it's definitely fun. So the only problem I have with LS swaps is when they take something like a Buick Grand National or a Cyclone or a Typhoon, and then they stuff an LS motor in one of them. And it's like, but the original power plant, why couldn't you just get a regular Buick Regal or something and do that? I mean, I am a proponent of LS swapping basically damn near anything. I mean, hell, if it's got, you know, if it's got anything that spins, LS swap. Monte Carlo with T-tops, yes. Monte Carlo, like an 87 Monte Carlo SS, 305 HO. Those things were slow as dog crap, though. It was just not a very fast vehicle, or people stuffing 2JZs in the stuff. Well, if you want to get really crazy, you can be like Finnegan, who put the 2JZ swap into the Death Metal 1968 Charger. Anybody who aftermarkets anything on a Grand National has something wrong with their head because it loses all value when not stock. Yeah, you want the 3.8-liter turbo V6. You want that engine. That is where the money is. That is the beating heart of the beast. All right, so it looks like we're actually going to deliver some of our cargo, and because of that weird goofy thing with the cargo, it's going to take forever to unload this cargo because it does it one at a time. All right, cargo management. The largest GNX on Bring a Trailer went for like $300,000. Latest. Okay. Okay, so that's that. That's all the consumables. And that's that. So that is a little bit more. That is, warehouse is now available. Hooray! Thanks for your help. Now we can supply the region with a new type of plank. What do you mean a new type of plank? How does that work? A new type of plank. Where is this new type? Okay, sawmill. Sawmill. Medium planks, long planks, and wooden planks. Okay. But we want to do starting plank production. So deliver to the sawmill inspection right here. We need long logs, which, okay, that's long logs, 2 medium logs, and 2. Oh, okay, so we're right. Oh, okay, this ain't bad. Spending cash on cars is for smart people. I've spent $4,000 on my Land Cruiser this year, about 1/4 of its market value. The fact that Jeep and Ford both have T-top vehicles and GM hasn't done one since 2002 tells you all you need to know about the new GM management. Okay, also, GM management, they brought back a Trailblazer as a 1.2-liter 3-cylinder motor. They also brought back the Blazer as a crossover SUV, both of which are nice vehicles, but neither one, what the hell is a T-top? Okay, think of mid-80s Camaros with the 2 lift-off panels for the roof, and you're left with that bar that's just directly overhead. That is a T-top. There's a guy in my area with a GNX that's a one-of-one factory error car. It was started to be painted silver, but build code was black, so apparently they just sprayed the black over it, but the silver pushed through. So now it has like a shiny, glittery, like black paint on it, and the guy has a build sheet for it, as well as a certificate from Buick acknowledging the error. That thing's probably going to be worth a fortune. That is true. Very true. Smokey and the Bandit car, yep. And they made the #1 least reliable vehicle on the road 2019 and #4 in 2020 in the Silverado Sierra. Yeah, it's a T-top. Basically, yeah. The Silverado right now, I would not buy a Silverado right now. Those things have lifters that are going south in them at like less than 1,000 miles. So their engines are failing. Not the engine itself completely, but the lifter. So the lifter in the engine is eating itself alive. And everything is on back order. Everything for that stuff is on back order. Okay. You know what we're going to do? We're going to bring this trailer back. All Camaro Firebirds had T-tops as an option until the 2007 body-style Corvettes got Targa tops. So, the thing about that is, though, Camaro and Firebird production stopped in 2002. With the WS6 Firebird was probably my favorite one from that era. It's a lot more than lifters, but that's their current big issue. All GM SUVs and trucks are not able to be sold until they rip the motors apart. Most of them, yeah. My 15 Silverado, I had to replace all the AFM lifters at $88,000. So here's the thing about that, Sasquatch. Those GM V8s have, on your particular vehicle, because it's a 1500 and it's got the AFM lifters, it has, yes, AFM is absolutely trash. It was never a really well thought out idea, and that goes all the way back to like 2007. So you've got, on the older vehicles like your 15 Silverado, you've got 8 AFM lifters and you've got 8 regular lifters. On the new vehicles, on the new trucks, the new body style 2020 or 2019 new style and up vehicles, every single lifter is a 2007, unless you want to talk about 468 Cadillacs. We're not going to talk about it. So, okay, Jem, Chevrolet uses a single camshaft that's centrally located in the engine. It spins with a bunch of bumps on it. And those two bumps, basically the lifter rides on those bumps, and the camshaft, as the lobe hits it, the lifter goes up, and then the lifter is connected to the push rod, and the push rod hits a valve, and it opens and closes the intake and exhaust valve. It's your standard your internal camshaft style. It's not like Fords that have the two camshafts that run along the top of the cylinder heads, but Chevy has the camshaft. It has 16 lifters because it has 16 valves, 2 per cylinder, and the lifters are actually pumped up by oil. Well, you have to remember, Jem, though, they have been using lifters in some configuration or another since, I mean, time immemorial at this point. That's how we've been doing engines for a long time. Yeah. Well, GM still does them like that. Ford and a lot of other manufacturers have started to get away from that particular setup. They have started to go with overhead, overhead cam engines. Monkey bomb! Monkey bomb! What is going on? Ah! What's up? How's everything? What is new? What's shaking? We're trying to get this trailer back to... it was used when I bought it, so about 10,000 miles after my warranty expired is when that happened. So it cost me about, it's about $4,000. And they want to replace that stuff. They don't want to replace the engine. And I mean, the engine itself is fine. In rare instances, they will eat the camshaft. So we, in rare instances, you'll need a camshaft. But mostly it's just lifters, sometimes a push rod. Push rods are far superior, say, garbage boxer engine. Oh, that's too funny. All right, so let's get rid of... and you know what? District didn't think that we could pull this off with the 8 slot. We have not only pulled it off, but we have managed to bring the trailer back to the trailer store to sell it and not just leave it dead in the middle of nowhere. So that's a plus. Aha! When I see a Subaru, I just assume they like replacing head gaskets. Yeah, there's that too. Like that Boxer Flat 4 tomfoolery. Man, Subaru guys are weird. You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. All right, get rid of that super heavy semi-trailer. Then we will recover our giant behemoth. When I see Subaru, I get mixed emotions. Does it make you want to pull a vape out? Maybe manufacturers are sabotaging the resale market. No, it's not really that. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, Jem. With the RS. Okay, so now here's the interesting thing. This is now what we're gonna do. We're going to use the... We want to use sometimes a push rod, sometimes a leaking back window or spoiler, sometimes a junk 8-speed that GM won't warranty anymore, sometimes a burned out purple headlight LED stripe, sometimes realigning the bed to the cab on a new GM truck, sometimes. Yes. Focus clarification. The Focus RS did actually have an issue with head gaskets. Okay, so we need to set this thing up. We get the log lifter, and the frame extension allows us to safely secure medium logs instead of short ones. So we could do short logs with this, but we can also do medium logs with the extension, which is what it has. I maybe went a quarter of a mile after it started knocking so I wouldn't bend a rod. Had a buddy drive almost 40 miles with a lifter knocking and damaged push rods and the camshaft. Yeah, it's true. Yet, you know what, but William Sterling, it's a lot of the availability of parts right now, too. Some of the stuff just isn't readily available. So lesser expensive alternatives are really the only way to go, and that's not a good thing. So we're going to try... All right, where are we going with this? So what we want to do is we want to go to this logging station right here. But I think if we kind of come around, and then... Actually, where the hell are we going to get in from? Maybe if we kind of come across here and then cut across here and then in here. This looks heavy duty. Yes. Yes. But yeah, Sasquatch did, yeah, that's rough. But redacted, the spoiler that leaks. Mr. Gav, what's going on? How are you doing? We are here with the Eramatsu forwarder, and we're going to try to get some medium logs. So that's where we're gonna start. And I love the way that this thing looks because it's so damn goofy. Like, it is just, oh, look at the dude bouncing. The dude is legitimately bouncing around like crazy in there. Just got home from work. Nice. Let's see. So we want a log trailer. An open type trailer equipped to carry logs. Linkage between front and rear. When it comes to the lifters, they had two different redesigns before the current part number, which is supposedly fixed. And since it's the majority of 5.3 and 6.2 liter engines on Silverados, Sierras, Tahoes, Suburbans, Yukons, Escalades, etc., from late 19 to mid 21 that need replaced, it creates supply exactly. Like on the C8 wheel issue, if I was GM, I'd offer people waiting on the cars to be delivered to just choose an aftermarket wheel within a certain cost. Finish and deliver the vehicle, then when wheel issues are just fixed, have the stock wheels sent to their dealer of choice. Spider-Man was being shown all day, the best day ever. Mr. Gav, did you... Oh, that's right! That's right! Did you have a chance to see that? And Monkey Bum, what are you up to? How are things? What is shaking? What's going on? Alright, so there we go. So... we have here our body that's going to hold medium logs, then our log carrier in the back. But you know what? I don't know what's going to... So we're going to need 2 of these and then 2 short logs. It does. This thing does look cool. Maybe I'll see if there's any seats available tomorrow for Spider-Man after I get my new wheels put on my Tacoma. Could tow a truck with short log rack. You're okay, just, yeah, meh. I'm alright. I'm alright. And why don't you hang out? Why don't you kick back? Why don't you put your feet up? Why don't you take it easy for a little bit? And, that is a recommendation from me, Monkey Bum. So, you know, got the chance, saw it 5 times today, and watched it and found always something new every time I watched it. You know what, Mr. Gab, that's really cool. And I am glad that you actually got a chance to watch that and really enjoyed that. I've been horribly slacking on watching movies in theaters lately, and I just kind of end up waiting until it comes out on HBO or Disney Plus or whatever it winds up being on. So there is that. It's a chat stream. The car moving 1 mile an hour in the background is just a screensaver. You are not wrong, Redacted. You are not wrong whatsoever. William Dafoe absolutely made the movie legend. So there's probably going to be a lot of people here, though, who have not seen it. So we're going to try to keep this spoiler-free, and we're going to keep it easily open and accessible for everyone who may still want to watch it. I've been downloading a lot of movies on Pirate Bay. Really? Pirate Bay still a thing? Only time I ever went to a theater to see a movie more than once. It's like me with Deadpool. I watched it 7 times in 3 days. Super goat. Holy crap, dude. Don't tell on you. I mean... Yeah, I thought Pirate Bay was shut down a long while ago. But, you know, this is a public forum, and I will operate on the fact that Pirate Bay was shut down a long while ago, and we will, So we're not going to pursue the Pirate Bay discussion, because this is a public forum. Just throwing that out there, big fella. Like yesterday, I want to pick my kid from school, medieval town, Europe, you know. There's like plumbing work going on some street. There's this big ass 8x8, and I was almost like going to ask about diff locks and stuff because of this game. Oh man. Oh, that's too funny. That is way too funny. Yes, I realize you guys were totally joking because Pirate Bay was shut down a while ago. Let's see. Yes, there are plenty of that sort of thing, Super Goat, but in a public forum such as this, all of those things do not exist. And we do not condone things such as that. Okay? Gonna be here for as long as I can. Mom's back is spasming. Stepdad is kind of useless for watching niece, so I've had her all day. I love her, I really do, but I don't have a day off ever, and I can't get anything done that I need to do. I'm having a week. Monkey Bum, you need you time, okay? You need you time. Everyone go to watch The Witcher Season 2 after the stream. Yes. Yes. We are absolutely excited about. Times were much simpler in early 2000s. LimeWire may get what you wanted to download, may get 20 STDs for your computer. It's a gamble. And that's also a shipping container, and I ran over a tree. You're right. So anyways, yesterday I saw a Volvo 8x8 street type. That's cool. It's funny, too. Like, I've watched a lot of international and white Western stars going around, and they're so cool. They are so cool. Thursday night was bad. Watched the Sex and the City spinoff with my girlfriend, an hour I'll never get back. I remember LimeWire, Kazoo. Yeah, there was a lot of that stuff. There was a lot of that stuff. And a lot of that stuff, it was very bad for your computer. Your computer was never, ever, ever going to forgive you for anything that happened to it in those periods of time. Because your computer was going to get spackled with very bad stuff. Yep. Yeah, Metallica did that with Napster. And then Napster, you know what the funniest part about that is? I melted a computer from LimeWire. Sasquatch, that's hysterical. Redacted says, Monkey Bum, I feel it. My father had cancer for 12 years. My mother is 70 and can't take care of herself anymore. I basically had 5 years to myself in between. It's worth it, though. Some days are harder than others, but never be angry that you have the ability to take care of your parents. Let's see. Sex and the City spinoff and How I Met Your Father spinoff. Let's just forget they exist. Yes, much like that Indiana Jones movie, where there's only 3 of them, right? But you know what? The thing about it is, too, we are here for the mutual support of one another. So, you know what? We can be each other's cheerleaders, basically. We can sit here and say, you know what? You're doing a good job. You're doing the very best you can. You're getting up and you're moving forward every day. And that is good by me. So, that's why I still game at 42 years old. Yeah, why not? I mean, hell yeah. Absolutely. And you know what? I am here to be a cheerleader for absolutely every single one of you out there. Because you know what? Life is hard enough as it is. And if I can tell you in any small way that you're doing awesome, that you keep moving forward, that whatever you're doing is the very best at what you can do, I think that's great. Everyone is doing the best they can. Yep. Panzerly, yep. Absolutely. I know it's worth it, and I'm not angry. I'm happy I can help where I can. My full-time job has broken me, and I'm tired, mentally and emotionally. I'm just tired, and I'm glad you got to take care of them. Metallica, specifically Lars, has said for a while that Napster thing was his biggest regret in life, and he should have seen the industry moving to digital media. You know what? I did not realize that he actually kind of looked back on that and realized that he really owned that one up. Because look at what we have with Spotify. Look at what we have with YouTube and all the music on that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's going on now that is... You could see it back then, but... Fun fact, I've worked with Metallica 3 times. Really? He admits openly that he really messed up with Napster. You know what? But at least he's got the hindsight to realize that that he did that. Also, I have no idea where I'm going. Apparently, I should be going to the left. Lars is okay. Digital is the only way to make it now. Waylon has said the same thing. He's like, why waste money on physical stuff when everything's online now? You're right. You're absolutely right. That digital is the way that things have gone. And you know what, guys? If you've seen new vehicles, how many new vehicles have a CD player? How many have any kind of physical media input? We'll say that. And that's not going with like SD cards or anything like that, because that's still... everyone makes mistakes. We all make decisions, good and bad, for what we think are righteous reasons at the time. All we can really do is learn and move on. And you know, it's actually fairly interesting that he did learn from that. My 11 Challenger has a USB port and a 20 gigabyte hard drive. Exactly. Yep. Mine is weird. My CD player is in the glove box. I have a cassette player in my Land Cruiser. Holy crap. Holy crap. There are many adults now that are unfamiliar with the CD. Yes, because everything sounds better on records. Sorry, I just had to do that. That was just one of those things that's always out there. And I'm waiting for somebody to chime in with that. 8-track, baby. William Sterling, yes. Oh, also, I forgot to turn the lights on. I know everything is going digital, but my internet is crap, and I have to have hard copies, plus I like all the special features. Yes, Monkey Bum, that is also a definite plus. It does. CDs are so compressed. Of course, you have to play devil's advocate. Vinyl is niche. In my opinion, it's great for hanging them on the wall, than used for actual music purposes. I do have a record player. Echo Spark, what's up? How are you? What's going on? What's shaking? We're going for some lumber, because once we finish starting the plank production, we are going to be able to get access to the Tayga. Hobby Lobby sells record players. The old 8-track brings back a lot of fond memories. Oh, that's too funny. What was this? Okay. I have had serious ideas about having a DJ spinning at rear seats while I'm going around doing stuff. I love my vinyl for relaxing and hard listening, but it's far from practical. You can get lossless digital media anyway, or digital music anyways. Even stream it on Tidal and Spotify, etc. My 73 Roadrunner has an 8-track. That's awesome. You know what? What the hell was it? My 98 Tahoe had a tape player and a CD player. It had both. My 98 Tahoe had both. I try not to shop at Hobby Lobby if I don't have to. Yeah, there are reasons for that. That is very valid. And your thoughts are valid with that. My 73 Ford Galaxy... Oh, that's a cool car. 73 Ford Galaxy 500 had an 8-track as well. I've thought about hiring someone to walk around behind me with a boombox and soundtrack my life. Our 98 S10s had CD and tape. S10, I love the S10 Blazer. I really do like the S10 Blazer. I had a 2001 S10 two-wheel drive. It was an S10 Extreme. So it had the body kit, it was lowered, it had the nice wheels and tires. That thing was a lot of fun. I'm going to start going to Hobby Lobby to look for a woman. Oh, Jesus. Super good. Christ, man. Alright, so we can loop around there. The first time I heard a CD played, I was amazed at how clear it was and the music quality. It was an Olympic song. S10 Blazer was the ideal American SUV. Redacted, the S10 Blazer was an awesome vehicle. Some of the yarn I use is only sold through there, so unfortunately I still have to give them money. Okay, so we want medium logs on that one. Then we change it to the trailer and put medium logs on that one. So there we go. We have medium logs and medium logs. I don't use yarn, so that's kind of where I'm at. And I'm not really the hobby type, so I don't even visit any hobbyist establishments because I'm a horrible slacker. And I am here playing video games, talking to all of you, instead of being productive with my life and actually making things. So there's that. Welcome to my TED Talk. Wait a minute, why is there snow here? There's gotta be snow. Making content. Well, I mean, making something. My video is a form of art too. I mean, I guess. What are we stuck on? Oh, uh-oh. We're stuck on something. Catch winch. Right. Hold on. That one, and then we'll go right there. Try to pull this thing. Okay. Oh. My S10 4x4 truck won tug of war with a full-sized Ford. Hey, 216! 7 days soon? All right, man. What is your weekend looking like? I am working on Saturday till about 1, but I should be available after that. What's the point of that kind of store that I went for the first couple of months? Gundams, Pokemon, DBZ stuff, Marvel posters and signs, lots of antique-style car signs. Really? I didn't know. Actually, Super Goat, you're on my Activision list, but I don't know if you're on my Are you on PlayStation or Xbox? I completely forget. Because I think we played Cold War, I think. Xbox, okay. Is 7 Days cross-platform, or how's that work? Because I have no idea. I've never played it. Although, side note, I did, in fact, download a copy at the recommendation of Rambada. I downloaded a copy of Brawlhalla. Oh, this was a bad idea to come through here. A bad idea. No clue. Not for PC, PS4 for sure. Let's see. So, supposedly Brawlhalla is actually, like, really good. You know what? I should have come through this way when the cargo was empty. That's what I should have done. But apparently, this tree wants to be difficult. That's in the bottom of the... how do they say it down south? The crick? You just bought Vanguard? Oh, my God. You know, I really... So... Here's the thing. Oh, Super Go, do you play Vanguard? Who was it? Who the hell was playing Vanguard? Man, I've got so many people on my Activision list that's like, Prick is a West Virginia thing. Haven't heard it in Florida or Georgia yet. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say, what is up with that? Got it for the campaign. Thoroughly enjoyed World War II stuff. Okay. No, that's valid. If you like World War II, by all means. I'm just at a point where I'm just like, World War II more again? Legit haven't played a game with anyone since last night I was available when Waylon played Cold War. Man, I'll tell you, I miss those Cold War nights. I really miss those Cold War nights. I loaded up Cold War, so that was what, June or July? It's been a while. It has been a while. So here's the thing about Cold War. And I found this out the hard way. They reset your level back to 1, which means any guns that are locked, you don't get. All of the progress on everything is completely reset. His transmission broke. And everybody was yelling at me to stop, but I thought they were cheering me on. I was like Tommy Chong in the bouncing van from Cheech and Chong's next movie, laughing and dragging that truck the length of the Civic Center parking lot, digging ruts in the asphalt. The World War II game was 6, so it better be good. Super Goat, it's a good store, a little on the expensive side, but some of the company policies for its workers, along with a couple other things, kind of put me off to them. Yeah, there is that, most assuredly. We played Cold War. Well, yeah, we did play the multiplayer. Yep. Does the Forester seem to have enough power when pulling a full load with a trailer? So, actually, it does. This is actually going fairly decently. It was because I was hung up on some logs and stuff and some branches in the in that stupid little channel that we went through. So chances are I'm going to probably try not to do the same thing. But it's not a very fast vehicle. It just, this is how fast it goes. This thing just kind of putters along, and it seems to do way too good for what it's set up to do. This thing is actually surprisingly good. This thing is surprisingly good. And actually, we need fuel over here for this thing. Because, oh, you know what we also need? We're going to need to change the configuration. Because we need short logs, and then we need one long log. Is it faster in high instead of low plus? So I was using that for the differential lock because it doesn't have a differential lock always on. It's only a tiny bit faster. It's not really that much faster. But with the low plus, we get the benefit of the differential lock. I mean, it putters along like nothing. Oh, okay, so this is where this comes up. All right. We'll just kind of crawl right up here. Low should give more torque. I mean, well, we've discussed this on the stream multiple times. Shifting to low doesn't actually allow you to use more torque. It's just it's a weird, it's a governor. It acts like a governor, so you don't go as fast, and that's the weirdest thing about it. In real life, these things weren't made for speed. No, they are not. It's legitimately a tractor. It's a glorified tractor with the goofy rotating cab. Does the truck steer like a tank, or do the wheels? These wheels do not swivel. It's hinged in the middle, so it's like the big Caterpillar dump truck looking thing that we have. So it's hinged, and it takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. And actually, there and back, it's only half a tank of fuel. Not terrible. So now we need to consider... And actually, you know what? That little ravine with a creek in it is absolutely miserable for anything larger than this. So if I was to take the P16 over there, I could get it there, but I couldn't get it out of there because I wouldn't be able to turn around. So that's a little bit of that. I don't know, how else are we gonna... Let's see. So we need short logs. We're gonna need short logs for 2, and then 1 long log. So does the driver use 2 levers rather than the steering wheel? Back down the way you came, the speed will be the same. Yeah, chances are. Okay, so we don't actually have a steering wheel. We've got, 2 joysticks. William Sterling. Get 2 goofy joysticks on either side. And this wild digital dash panel. Which is actually kind of neat. Yeah, so I'm probably going to leave the medium log trailer here, and then I'm going to go back to the garage. I'm going to reconfigure this thing to be able to take the small logs, and then, yeah, it's pretty neat, right? It's actually really, really cool. All right, so that gives us those. Let's just kind of park the trailer a little ways out of the way so we don't have to worry about, like, running over it constantly. All right. So truck storage. No, not truck storage. Customize. So we'll actually take the frame add-on and we will get rid of the medium logging extension. If you're going back to the garage, why not bring the trailer home with you? This was quicker, and I am lazy. So this allows us to get this done and out of the way slightly faster. Slightly faster. All right. So without the long extension, I need some cheering up. My night sucks. Dontu, well, you've come to the right place, my friend. We are here, and we are all being personal cheerleaders for everyone else. We are here to say that you are doing the very best you can, and you are an awesome person, and we appreciate everything that you're doing. So, what's up, man? What's going on? All right, so leave the garage, and I can't remember. Do we have a trailer for short logs, or do we only have the add-on for short logs? All right, and right now, that P16 that's right over there, that's actually got the front logging attachment on it. So that is also a thing. All right, so log trailer for... Can the log trailer carry short logs? Sideboard, flatbed. I don't know. Can it? My cat died about an hour and a half ago. Me and the wife just finished burying her. Dontu, I am really sorry, my friend. I'm really sorry to hear that. Short logs take a truck with a short log rack. We have the short log rack, but the log trailer we won't need, so we'll just have to shuttle 2 trips. Redneck 57776, thank you so much. Spiderlope, what's going on, man? And Redneck, thank you for that follow. Tow a truck? I could. That's true. Actually, that's not a bad idea. But this way too, we can actually we can back out. Yeah, Dontu, really sorry to hear that, man. Really sorry to hear that. Near Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, Orville and Wilbur Wright make the first successful flight in history of a self-propelled, heavier-than-air aircraft on December 17, 1903. Orville piloted the gasoline-powered, propeller-driven biplane which stayed aloft for 12 seconds and covered 120 feet of its inaugural flight. I'm well, got an extra day off. How goes it your way? I'm good. I'm here. We're all here. We're hanging out. And we flipped a coin tonight, or I flipped a coin, and it was either Skyrim or it was SnowRunner. I was not let down that it actually turned into Skyrim. Redneck, I love this game too. This game is a blast. I absolutely enjoy playing this game, and it's a load of fun. She was my gaming kitty. She used to lay on my left when I was here on the computer. Me and her slayed many bosses in World of Warcraft back in the day. Me and her took down Deathwing. Dontu, I'm truly sorry for your loss, man. I really, really am. That's really unfortunate. Could you imagine a chicken flapping 120 feet in 12 seconds? No, actually, Spiderlope. No, I could not. Let's have Storm play some Fall Guys now. Why on earth would I ever play Fall Guys? That just sounds awful all around. Why does everybody... Fall Guys is like... I don't know, man. Fall Guys. That's like Fall Guys, Among Us. There's a lot of stuff like that. I like Farming Simulator too. Farming Simulator is a very popular game, and it's like it's a definite game that a lot of people who like SnowRunner also play Farming Simulator. And then you get the people who play American Truck Simulator or European Truck Simulator. They also play SnowRunner, Mud Runner, Spin Tires, all that stuff. That game, love it, but it drives me crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think, like, Fall Guys... I don't know about you guys. Alright. Let's go and get ourselves some logs. We're kind of merrily hopping along. This was the last game we played together. She jumped up in my lap, lay down in her spot, and we just chilled. Fall Guys is the ultimate battle royale there is. I've watched Fall Guys. I've never played Fall Guys, and it's just a bunch of like little what was that? Flubber. It looks like a bunch of flubber. It looks like a bunch of flubber trying to survive. So Dawn 2, SnowRunner was the last game. Try to win it? Yeah, oh, they're beans. Okay, I have to play it. I mean, it looks super dumb, but it's fun to play. Like Mario Kart. I like Mario Kart. I haven't played Mario Kart in I don't know how long, but I always enjoyed Mario Kart. I'm not sure I'm a Fall Guys kind of fellow. It's messed up. That was about 2 weeks ago. That's all I play because I'm not good at shooter games, but I'm good at racing. You know what? That's cool, though. Redneck, that's... Oh, we're stuck. Rach calls it drunk beans. Right, but Mario Kart looks stupid to watch. Oh, okay. And me getting stuck in mud doesn't look dumb to watch either. Drunk beans. Oh man, that's so messed up. They have it for the PlayStation or not? I don't even know. I don't think I've seen it. It's probably only a PC thing. My PC's here. My PlayStation's over there. So there's that. She just got too weak to jump up after that. She was 11, and a cancer took over her body. Gotcha. So that's what. Oh, it's on every platform. So Dawn 2, that's kind of what finally caused things. I've played competitive Quake 2 and Quake 3, etc. Wow, all good. Fall Guys gonna mess you up. Fall Guys, humans fall flat, and Gang Beasts are those games that hurt my fingers. I'm totally not paying attention, and I'm completely picking this up. Actually, this went down that hill a lot better than I thought it was going to. No, Dawn 2, 100%. Absolutely behind you right there. Played the old Mario back in the day. Mario was a classic of video gaming. And, it was a wonderful game. But Dawn 2, no, you're right. You're absolutely right. It's horrible, and it's a rotten thing, whether it be person or animal. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible what it does and what it takes. And, I don't know if there's any solace to be taken in the knowledge that, you know, there's no more hurt. There's no more hurt. And I know it doesn't help things, and I know it doesn't make anything any better, and it's not gonna feel good for a long time, and it's gonna suck for a long time. And that's the awful part. Groany Groovy, thank you so much for that follow. Super appreciate that. You are awesome. We're hanging out here. We are playing SnowRunner. We're in Maine. And you know what? We're going for the new Tayga. We're trying to get the Tayga. Alright, to the left. Yeah, Dawn 2, if there's any solace to be taken from that, that's what... Yeah. You have my sympathies. You truly do. And you know what? If being here and hanging out makes you feel any better at all, and I know it's probably not going to change anything, but you know, we're here. We're here. Get Matt's off-road recovery there. So have you seen the articles about Matt's off-road recovery and the stuff that's going on with that? Yeah, I know. Going the right way? We're going the right way. So there, yeah, there was some. So he's accused of insurance fraud, believe it or not. He actually got accused of insurance fraud, and it was through false and fake, like, AAA claims. Charging too much for recovery? No, actually. What is your favorite big truck? Doesn't matter if it's old or new. In this game? So basically, from what I can understand, is he would go to tow someone. They would have to pay out of pocket. He would say, "Hey, why don't you sign up for AAA? We'll wait a couple days. After a couple days has gone by, put the claim in. I'll put the paperwork through." And that way, you don't have to pay out of pocket hundreds and hundreds of dollars for a trip for a tow. So, oh, we're apparently in real deep mud. Favorite big truck? I really like the Navistar in this. The Navistar and the Dairy Longhorn 3192. The 3194, excuse me. Dairy Longhorn 3194 and the Navistar, because they are two really weird, misbegotten vehicles that don't really do super, super great, but are still awesome in certain regards, and I love how they look. All right. Kick it up a notch. Seeing as how we're just, like, almost right here to this stuff. Dex 420 Life 97. Thank you so much for that follow. Super appreciate it. Sitting here playing some SnowRunner. We're in Maine. We're in the most recent DLC, and we're using the Aramatsu Forester. Being here in Northern Euro, snowstorm heading in, etc. Matt seems nice. Yeah, that's the thing. It sounds more like he was trying to help people out, but I guess it become kind of obvious when AAA keeps seeing new memberships all linked to the same guy. Yeah, I have no opinion either way of how he was conducting the business. And unfortunately, from their standpoint, we need short logs. Okay. And short logs in the truck. Okay. So those are one. Like, I don't have an opinion either way, but like, if it's a little bit on the shady side, it's unfortunate. Are they going to make a new game of SnowRunner and MudRunner? Because I wish they would. I'm getting tired of SnowRunner. I love SnowRunner right now. SnowRunner has been so much fun. We're having a blast with SnowRunner. But I do understand what you're saying, Redneck. I would like more, and with the new consoles, we're still playing the PlayStation 4 version, but I am on a PlayStation 5. Sandrunner. Ooh. Like, why can't we have an Australian map? Like, why can't we have, like, straight up Mad Max style Australian map? Although I think that would be a different game. So there is that. That would be an entirely different game. Oh, man. People who think this is fun, I love this. I think this is an absolute blast. I love this. Just... It's great, though. It's just a great game. And I like the pace of this game. I like the way that this game is just... We've discussed it before. We've discussed it many, many times before. This game has a Zen-like quality to it. You can sit here and you can get lost in this game for hours and hours and hours. And it always turns into, well, just maybe one more task. Maybe one more thing to do. We've got that really subtle music that plays in the background that's not overpowering like most other video games. The constant drone of the diesel engine. The different diesel engines. Don't get me wrong, I love the game, but I'm just ready for a new something. I know, that I fully understand. This game was released in April of 2020. It's currently in its second year of DLC. We've already seen 2 DLCs for year 2. I don't know if we're going to get a year 3. With what's in my computer, I got the graphics setting maxed out, and it only uses about 3.5 gigs of VRAM. Yeah. The game does not really take up a lot of resources. PS5 version is in the works. Yeah. So I have Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the PlayStation 5 version, that is a massive, massive graphical overhaul. Draw distances, detail, everything. Skyrim that we were playing in the beginning of the week, that game also has a PlayStation 5 version that is a massive graphical upgrade. And the Skyrim version, it's like going from Silent Hill 1 to Silent Hill 2. Because that was like, what was that, PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2? Or was it Silent Hill 2 to Silent Hill 3? But either way, the fog. The fog in Silent Hill was a thing that was created simply because the game The hardware did not have the horsepower. Ouch, ouch, ouch. It didn't have the horsepower under the hood to be able to handle a game like that. So they put the fog in to artificially limit draw distances, details, shading, all of that. My card is an 8 gig, and it's actually based on the older version of the GPU in the PS5. No kidding. I love the PlayStation 5. I am lucky beyond words to have been able to manage to get a PlayStation 5, and I only have a PlayStation 5 through the good graces of one of my brothers, because he was actually trying to get himself an Xbox, but he did also manage to get a PlayStation as well because of the fact that he knew I was looking for a PlayStation. So... and here we are. And I've since added the 1 terabyte internal upgrade, which the PlayStation ships with a usable amount of 667 gigabytes of space. If you put one Call of Duty game on there, basically you've got room for maybe 1 and/or 2 other games, and that's it. I love the PlayStation 5, best purchase this year, and yet struggles running Matrix demo. No kidding. I'm going to have to check that out then, because that actually sounds pretty cool. It actually sounds like a lot of fun. Alright. So that's 1 there. So, we're 2 hours in, and all we've managed to do is... we've only managed to do a handful of things in 2 hours. I'm waiting to get me a PC so I can do mods on Farming Simulator 22, because the mall is on the PC, or on the mods on the PC are a lot better. Yeah. Oh, absolutely, Redneck. The PC has, for customizability, the PC has both consoles beat hands down, without a shadow of a doubt. Gaming PlayStation for Farming Sim is next level. I have the 5000 series AMD GPU. The tech in the PlayStation 5 is the same tech they use in their current 6000 series by AMD. My 1080 Ti. Oh, you got a 1080 Ti. Superclock is still more GPU than I need. But you can't get a damn graphics card without playing 3 times the MSRP. I'd love to upgrade my 770 rig, but I can't get a damn... Yeah, it's technology. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. Simply because we're in a spot where stuff isn't being manufactured quick enough. Logistics to get it to where it needs to be distributed isn't fast enough. My 1080 Ti can't run Res. So here's the thing too. I am currently waiting on... I don't run 4K, so I'm okay. So, my, what was it? The game that you play in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the dice game Orlog, just to give you an idea about logistics, you know how, like, Western Canada had all that ridiculous rain that basically wiped out all of the roads? Ubisoft was shipping their physical copies of Orlog out of Western Canada. And all of their shipping containers were effectively not going anywhere because all of the roads were washed out. There was no ability to transport anything anywhere. So they had to wait for the roads to be fixed before they could get the trucks to deliver their shipping containers. Even though it was top of the line a few years ago, Microsoft isn't supporting 770K with Windows 11 for some reason. Why wouldn't they be? That seems kind of strange. All right, down we go. Boop, boop. Okay, yeah, this Aramatsu Forester, this thing is way too good. It's unsupported, won't even let you install it. Gonna push people to go buy the 10th gen. Ugh. Hey, what's going on, Perk? What is happening? How are you this evening? Hope everything is good. We are still here in Maine. Ogremar, what's going on, man? How are you doing? But people can't get a video guard to build a 10th gen. Yeah, there's so much extenuating circumstances. I caught a sale on my PC last year and jumped on it. I was kind of nervous about it because it's my first full AMD rig, but it has handled everything I've thrown at it with no issues. That's awesome. You're good, Ogremar. Got my last 2021 DLC for Hot Wheels Unleashed, so I'm all set. Very cool. Very, very cool. Have you done all of the new Batman tracks and everything on the game mode, or how's that all going? Also, I think there's the road. And they started a new event for Asphalt Legends 9 where you get some nice cars. Okay, cool. Almost better off spending more money through big name PC builders. Yeah, it'll cost a lot, but they are the ones that are getting... Yeah, that's true. BMW i8. Those things are neat. Those things are really neat. The i8 Roadsters. All right, Puppy wants a nap. I can't say no to him. Later, y'all. Redacted, thank you so much for hanging out and coming by and chilling out with us. I really appreciate it. We have SnowRunner going on in the background while we're having wonderful conversation elsewhere. like we said, this is a screensaver. That's all that's going on right here. How is the DLC so far? I'm going to buy it for Christmas. Do you recommend it? DLC for SnowRunner? Or DLC for, we were also just talking Hot Wheels Unleashed. Short logs. Thanks, guys, for getting my mind distracted. Don, too. Always a pleasure. Honestly, I would say get Season 1, get Season 2, hands down. This game is absolutely worth having all of the DLC. And if you want to get the Jeep pack, if you like Jeeps, get the Jeep pack. If you want to get the White Western Star, gonna get Year 2 Pass, worth it. Okay, so quick caveat. The Don region in Russia, very small maps, very short. But you do get the 2 Tatra trucks, of which the Phoenix is the standout. Love the Phoenix truck. It makes one of the best fuel carrier trucks around now because of its stability. Maine so far? Amazing. Maine is an amazing, amazing, amazing map. I love Maine, and it's probably one of my favorites so far. I love it more because it's so difficult. I love Lake Cove because it's so beautiful and difficult. But Maine strikes this perfect balance between needing to really pay attention to what you're doing and actually being able to enjoy what you're doing. I have to keep in mind we're all special, though. Yeah, this is true. This is very true. I got everything for SnowRunner. I just haven't had time to play. Monkey Bum, we will need to make time. And if I have to clear your schedule, I'm going to do that. If I have to make phone calls for you, I will call your mother. And I will tell her, Monkey Bum needs time off from life so that Monkey Bum can play SnowRunner. You dig? And I will do that for anybody who needs it, actually. If you need time off from life and you need me to call one of your parental figures, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. Drag boat racing. Why are you sending me drag boat racing? Apparently I can watch TV on my phone through Samsung. Okay. Yes, do. Have you checked out the ANK? Yes, I have. Druko, the ANK is really awesome. The ANK Civilian, the only thing it does not have is that it's got limited amounts of stuff. So I played Warhammer 40k Battle Sector yesterday. It's on Xbox Game Pass. First ever Warhammer game. No kidding, Super Goat. So here's the thing, Super Goat. Very soon, or at least eventually, and Super Goat, did you watch the trailer for the new Space Marine game that is coming out in the future? Made by the same people, Saber Interactive, or is it Relic? Or yeah, it's Relic, I think, or Saber, one of them. The new Space Marine game that they're coming out with. I had my Land Cruiser on flatbed to shop, and I kept thinking about how does it do, how to do it better because of SnowRunner. Yes, because SnowRunner. Super Goat, I have played the tabletop version of Warhammer 40K. I have played a multitude of Warhammer video games. The only Warhammer video game that really comes close is probably Dawn of War, and that's an older one on the PC. Dawn of War 2 isn't bad. It kind of makes it more into like Hero Hammer, where you're using, you know, overpowered individual hero units along with small squads as opposed to just the small squads. But I am really waiting for the new Space Marine game to come down the pipeline because it looks incredible. Yes, please. G isn't streaming while she's in Florida. She's going to try Tuesday, but where she is, she has my internet. So unless she needs help with Etsy or we're just keeping each other from going crazy, I'm usually free. Billy has been with us all week because of the weather, but it's usually only here Thursday through Sunday. Okay, so tell you what, Monkey Bum. Tell you what, we are going to play SnowRunner some point soon. And as soon as you get yourself past that tutorial, watch time. Oh, I think it's, hold on. I think it's, there we go. Sorry about that. Oops, I think I went the wrong way. I think Warhammer needs a massive first-person shooter like PlanetSide or something, and add in a first-person MMO PvE. Okay, so Warhammer Age of Reckoning was the fantasy one. That was an amazing game. I don't know what this is going to do. I don't know if this is going to wreck my truck. I don't know if this is going to work. Oh, it did. Holy moly. I did manage to pass the tutorial, I think. Awesome. So, Super Goat, here's the thing. Games Workshop jealously guards their IP. They are very tight-fisted when it comes to Warhammer, Warhammer Fantasy, any of the stuff involving the Warhammer properties. They do not want to hand it out whatsoever. The games that they have allowed to be made from it have basically really been trash. With the exception of Space Marine. Space Marine came out for the PlayStation 3, and it actually just got a re-release on Steam as an update, and it's entirely worth playing. So if you have Steam and you want to check out the Warhammer universe, it is very accessible through the likes of Space Marine, and I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Trying to think, there are some decent games if you want to check out, and you could probably get the game for $5. Did G decide if she was going to join that other platform at the behest of Jed? Oh boy, I know what you're talking about. So, what is it? No, you're on the Xbox. You can't actually play it. There's a game called Space Hulk Deathwing, or Deathwing Space Hulk, something like that. It's the Warhammer 40K, the Space Marine Terminator armored powered Space Marines clearing out a Space Hulk of Tyranids. And you want to talk about crazy intense combat, it does it pretty good, but the game was very quickly abandoned by the producer Oh, Nika Fernandez, that's okay. Don't worry. Okay, so we need one truck that is going to go after the one soul long log. And everybody, if you are interested, what level are you on? I'm 30. I'm maximum level. I've been maximum level since probably Taymyr, Russia. And don't forget that Nika Fernandez also is another wonderful streamer on this platform. Last seen playing SnowRunner, but also plays Assassin's Creed Valhalla, also plays Skyrim. So go check out Nika Fernandez as well, and a Spanish-speaking streamer. So if you speak Spanish or know anybody who does speak Spanish, in a minute. You're playing SnowRunner? You like SnowRunner now, right? You really enjoy SnowRunner? Have played Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Black Flag is a really great game. Owen, what's going on? How are you doing? Black Flag is one of my favorite Assassin's Creeds, but I like, I really do like, what is it? I do like Assassin's Creed Valhalla because it's a massive open world. And it's not that Black Flag is not a massive open world. It's just that Valhalla is a more massive open world. And the naval combat from Black Flag is awesome. And it's unfortunate that something like that couldn't be carried over, but I understand the limitations because you're not really going to launch cannon fire from a Viking longship. If anyone wants to play something, here's what I currently have installed. Aliens Fireteam Elite, Back 4 Blood, Battlefield 2042, Cold War, Warzone, Vanguard, Deep Rock Galactic, Enlisted, Fortnite, Forza Horizon 5, Halo Infinite, Second Extinction, Serious Sam 4, and Barhammer Battle Sector. My storage is full. I have Back 4 Blood. I know I have Back 4 Blood. I do have Cold War still installed. Warhammer Battle Sector. Barhammer. I was reading that. I'm like, Barhammer. What the hell? Barhammer. B&W ain't even close. What am I doing? I don't know what you're doing. That is a very good question. So now what we have to do for the last one, we have to decide which truck we're going in to use to recover the long log. I'm about to get my handbrake for Forza. Last piece to the setup. Nice! Very cool! Has anyone experienced the Cold War glitch that happened in the latest update after they linked with Vanguard? Pacific P512? So the two-wheel drive Pacific is what you're saying. J-Stu, it's not a glitch. It is working as intended. They reset all of the progress. It's not a glitch. If you go online, you look at the forums, it's not a glitch. Alright, what do we want to do? Because all we need to do is get that one long log. But you know what? Druko, Because you said Pacific, why don't we just go roll with this bad boy right here? That's dumb. Everyone put all this time in and their progress is gone. So yeah, monkey bum. Yep. So you read that, huh? It reset all of the progress back to... Oops, no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted the rear... Log carrier rear. There we go. So this is going to be our configuration for one set of long logs. I've seen the 805 has a long log rack because Sabre has a sense of humor like that. It would. It can. We use the Zix, the small Zix, and that does long logs. We use the bunch of trucks we shouldn't be using. I mean, even the Chevy, the Chevy C70 can still do it as well. I like this truck, and I need more opportunities to actually use it. I have no idea if this is going to go well or poorly for us, so why don't we just go and see? Now, the biggest issue with this truck is the lack of four-wheel drive, which means the front end will plow. So we can't sometimes steer with the front end. I have like $600 driving set up now. Gamer Dream almost done. Dude, that's great. Your Cold War isn't reset. So it didn't reset you back to level 1, rank 1. That Tatra 805 is what I'm talking about. The little... Yeah, that will pull that stuff. No joke. It will actually legitimately pull a lot of stuff. I think we put... because it's not a scout truck. It's actually a legitimate off-road truck. The Warthog can do long logs. Yeah, yep. The long logs aren't as bad weight-wise. It's just that they're unwieldy. That's the big issue that we tend to have, is the long logs are a little bit on the unwieldy side, and there are issues with the carrier that if it's not aligned properly, or if you're trying to manually load long logs and you don't put them in the trailer perfectly, it turns into an absolute nightmare. It really does. This should be fun, though. This should be a lot of fun. Work very hard to get what I have. No, Owen, I think you're good, man. I think you're absolutely good. Yeah. All right, so we got to get over to the little notch. Hopefully this thing will make it across, which I don't think this should have a big problem with. So that's where we came up before, completely inadvertently. I run low plus just because it's a little bit easier, especially on roads and stuff like that. And it's habit from low plus and differential lock. This truck, though, because it's got such a monstrous engine in it, I can, in fact, put it in high gear and just truck right along. But if we're actually going at a moderate pace, like in low plus, we have a little bit more control to the truck. A little more control. Not a lot, because if we come cooking around a corner and we fishtail out, or we inadvertently smash into like a guardrail. Doing the mission in Michigan, because in Alaska I can't drive, I'm level 2. Yes, do Michigan. Michigan, absolutely. Yep. Michigan is easier to do before Alaska. I highly recommend Michigan before Alaska. I always recommend Michigan before Alaska. There's a lot of nice trucks in Alaska, but The ice is so hard without snow tires. Yes, you're 100%. Always start with Michigan. Michigan is a lot easier. Yeah, and see, we're still in high gear. We haven't slowed down even a little bit just yet. Okay. All right, so I did Michigan, then Russia, then Alaska. I like to do Michigan first. Then after Michigan, I went to Alaska, and then after, yeah, Owen is right. Long logs. There we go. Let's load these bad boys up in here. So, after Alaska, I went to Tamir, and that's where I discovered the Tayga. And I was like, where has this truck been all my life? Why am I only discovering this truck now? It's so hard. I have road tire. Exactly. Exactly. You'll get there. You'll do it. I have faith in you. Tango Fe NT. Tango Fe NT. Okay. Now, we just gotta kind of try to not jackknife the trailer. And, maybe not dump this thing all over the place. I sold everything and bought some 6x6 I'm happy with so far. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, so when you are low level, the tires are always going to be bad. You're always going to have bad tires when you're low level. There are a few trucks you can get right at the beginning that have, like, mud tires on them. If you do go to Alaska, you can get the ANK MK38. And that's actually the truck that we got Puma. I drive very well because I love it. Yes. Fantastic. Muy bueno. Okay. So all we have to do is get this back, and then after we deliver this one, we get our new Tayga. We get our new Tayga. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's go to photo mode real quick. And let's go to free cam. Kind of go down. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, that's gonna look cool. One of my few decent horn. Yes, this is one of the best horns in the game. All right, so how about that? How about that? Gonna bring it in a little bit closer. Get the horizon in the background. Let us get... No, we want the other way. How's that? I think that looks good. I think that looks very good. Okay, so let's hide UI. Screenshot. And let's check out this screenshot. Let's make sure this okay, we're good. So there it is. That's gonna go up. Alright. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so just brought some Gremlin stuff off Amazon. Can't wait. What kind of Gremlin stuff? What did you get? I love this horn. I absolutely love this horn. This is one of the best horns in the game. And honestly, I think it is the best horn in the game. Also, headlights. Headlights help. So, this truck being two-wheel drive, it has always-on rear, the differential lock. We've managed to just kind of, like nothing, drive over there, get the long logs, and now, hopefully, we are going to... No! No! Ah! See, this is where it suffers. A few of the characters, like Gizmo, Lady Gremlins, a few of the evil Gremlins. That's cool. Up, 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 up. Oh, man. Uh-oh. All right. We may have Gizmo is awesome. Oh man. Yeah, it's because we're on a rock and it's not two-wheel drive. So, see how the tires are stuttering and not because I can't get that winch point that's right there. That's the little problem that we've got. And possibly if these were chain tires, it would do a little bit better. So, that's over there. Tatra's right there. The Azov is right there. Back to the Azov. I'm using the P16. I'm using the Pacific P16, which is a two-wheel drive truck from Wayland. Okay, all right. Relic. Tell him to, chill out. And, yeah, just give me a few. Give me a few. Because, you know what? I'm almost gotten it. I've almost got my Tayga. So, luckily, our Azov is right here. Don't shoot the messenger. Yeah, but, you know. Alright, so hopefully, we can use this thing to kind of pull the other truck up. No, the Pacific P16 does not have all-wheel drive. It's one of very few trucks that are incredibly capable, and there's been a lot of game file data mining, and the tires on the P16 are actually very specific for mud. Ah, that's a foam pole. They've actually got better grip than most. All right, so let's spin around. And, oop. Nope, don't do that. That, and then, pull! Pull up. All right. Change trucks. So hopefully this does not... See? Yeah, there we go. There we go. We can't get the corner because we lose traction. Come on, come on. See? Wheels off the ground. No front axle. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. We got this. All right. All right, guys, quick question. Who among you is a fan of the band A Killer's Confession? And if not A Killer's Confession, who among you is a fan of the band Mushroom Head? Also, to the question of low plus, it locks it in gear. Super Goat, meh. Oh, are you guys talking food? Because it looks like you're talking food. All right. Octopus? Calamari. Calamari. All right. All right. Let's get this. Let's get it done. Yes. Okay, show rewards. So we have... superb. Now you can load various types of planks in the sawmill's loading zone on the other side of the building. And our reward is a warehouse is open, and a Tayga 6455B is attainable. So, we're going to go right over to the garage. We are going to go here into the garage, and my phone will not stop making noise. All right, truck storage. Wow, that is a very old-style looking truck. Storm has friends? I mean, I have a couple of friends. Most of them are just trying to harass me at this particular point in time. All right, so we want the 330T, an engine block redesigned with a more modern approach to engineering. This engine offers even better acceleration and power output as well as higher durability. So this puts us in the S power to weight, which actually that's not bad. We will go with the off-road gearbox. Suspension. Oh, this has mud tires on it from the factory. The raised suspension is only barely a raised suspension. Let's see. Mud tires. We have the option of 48-inch. These are actually pretty cool. 50-inch. Oh, we have the classic Tayga mud tires. But we can also put the other solid 1/4. Yes. My Land Cruiser lift is only a lift. All right, so we've got those. So we put the big Tayga tires on. Those are 50-inch Tayga tires. Those things are ridiculous. Spare wheel? Spare wheel? No, we don't need a spare wheel. 5-inch lift? Yeah. Snorkel. Twin wedge cap. Kind of goofy looking, but we'll do it. So we can do basically every single piece of short logging frame, medium logging frame, sideboard bed, which is 2 slots, fuel tank, 1,800 liters, loading crane, saddle high. Okay, so saddle high, it's right in the middle, so that's good. The MHS1 have better stats than the custom for some odd reason. I know, it's weird how some of the tires are listed. Roof wheel mount. Oh, this gives us 1 extra wheel. Dude, look at that. That's awesome. Okay, we'll put that there. Why not? Oops. Sun visor. Yeah. Sun visor. Dakar spec, exactly. So we can't put any roof lights on because it's got roof lights right there. The front bumper. Ooh, that's brutal. That truck can do bed, crane, and trailer combo. That is awesome. That is a huge, huge plus. So that's the stock one. That doesn't look too bad. That is the heavy-duty pipe. You know, I almost like the look of the reinforced bar because it's got that skid plate. Yeah, we're going to do reinforced bar because of the skid plate. Extra wheel for when we pop a tire, inevitably. Miscellaneous, so external horns or twin horns. Don't worry about that. Exhaust system, muzzle. Flat cap. Ooh, it's got a twin flat cap. Look at this thing. Okay, this is Mad Max spec. Dude, this is Mad Max spec truck right here. Or do we do the giant snub heat shield? Nope, we're doing flat cap because every time there is a flat cap available, we're going to do the flat cap. And then the Tayga rims are the Tayga rims. What do we have for colors? The standard color palette. Ooh. I kind of like... That's a little striking. Red, black, and the blue stripe. That one. Ooh, that's a gross color. That one's nice. The orange isn't bad. What level do you unlock this? So, you don't unlock this at a level. You actually have to do a series of contracts for the lumber mill in Maine. So there's that. Beige. I am not going beige. I am not going beige at all. Also, I forgot to select the color that I wanted to get. We're going to go with this one right here. Was that everything for truck? And then... Not going to worry about that stuff. Oh, you know what we should probably get? We should probably put, like, a bed on there. Like, say, a sideboard bed. And then we can do the loading crane. So, loading crane, bed, and will be capable of hauling a trailer. Well, I guess I got to start going... you know what, Owen? You get the ANK civilian right out of the gate when you get Maine. The Aramatsu Forester, you have to repair and refuel, so that's not a problem. Okay. But you know what this does, though? It drops our power to weight down to A+. But regardless, we have a 330-liter fuel tank. Let's make it afternoon so we can actually see what's going on here. That's a neat horn. This is a smoker. This is a smoker. We might need that side-rolled exhaust system. You do need to start grinding Maine, my friend. Owen, what platform are you on? Are you on the PlayStation, or are you on the Xbox or the PC? All right, we can do the standard. That is all horn all day, my friend. Oh, and it's always on differential and all-wheel drive. We're good. We are so good. So good. Oof. Vlad! What up, my dude? What is shaking? We're, holy crap, we just got a new truck. You're on the Xbox? Okay. So we have to wait for cross-platform for you. Because if you did have cross-platform on the, or if you were on the PlayStation or the PC, it's not, they're still working on Xbox. What's going on, Vlad? How are you doing, my friend? Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. All right, I like this truck. I very much like this truck. Oh, ho, 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 do I like this truck. Oof. All right, let's go for something that's a little... Wait. Brouhaha of Zinc, how are you? I am good. Nico Knows Tech, what is shaking, man? What's going on? We just unlocked the new Tayga. Oof. Oh yeah, this thing is nuts. Oh, I like this truck. I really like this truck. And we've got a spare tire on the roof. Aha. Yes, my friend. Absolutely, dude. My tail is shaking because I am happy, but my leg is shaking because it is stanky. How's the fuel consumption? I can't see it. Let's see. Actually, not terrible. Full tilt in automatic, we're doing like 18, 19. Just picked up my F'd Up Friday supplies. Well, Puma! It's a delightful Friday then, my friend. What are you playing this evening, later on? Are you going live at 10 o'clock, or what's the story, my guy? All right, this truck is basically just not slowed down. I like it. Is it going to be more satisfactory, or what do you got going on? Bro Chacho. Oh, this thing is so cool. Oh, but these oh my goodness, look at that. They're draw shades. Just beat my little bro and little sis in a fight. Guess who won? Oh, man. Maybe satisfactory, not really too sure yet. Dude, look at the little sunshades. And it's a canvas top. Is that canvas? It looks like, or no, it's the insulation for it, but man, oh man, what a weird setup in the cab. That will make the old Tayga obsolete. I'm kind of thinking this is a hell of a truck. Whee! Oof. Oop. Doing some damage. All right. Guys, it does seem a little OP. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of seems a little on the fantastic side. Okay. Whew. So, what do we got here? Oh, we get a thing. Okay. We're gonna deal with that later. So guys, We've been live for about 3 hours. I know it's a little bit early. We started a little bit earlier today. We have a treat for this evening. Our good friend, Puma's good friend, Super Goat, Vlad. You all know him. You all like him. Our wonderful friend, Waylon, the lead singer of the band A Killer's Confession, is currently playing Back for Blood right now. And that's him playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla as a giant middle finger is kind of up in the air, but that's neither here nor there. Like is a subjective term. Well, Puma, your opinion doesn't matter, my friend. It does, but not in this context. So guys, we're gonna go raid. Done with another 12-hour shift, time to relax. Winnemum, I'm sorry I just missed you. We're going to raid out right now, and we're going to go over and raid Waylon from A Killer's Confession. Former singer of the band Mushroomhead. So we're going to go do that. I know it's a little bit... I want to say it's been a shorter night, but dudes, it's been 3 hours so far, and we got this awesome truck. So we're going to be back on Monday. We're going to do some more of this again. But for now, we're going to go raid Waylon. So please, everybody, come along. Let's go hang out. Join the raid. Let's go crashing in like a bunch of lunatics. Not really lunatics, but like, you know, fairly well-behaved, well-adjusted individuals that we may and or may not be. Never know. Nika Fernandez, thank you so much. But yeah, let's go crash the party. Let's go say hello. And we're gonna do it all again. And he's playing Back for Blood right now. But we'll see what happens. So thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you everybody for hanging out, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And for those of you who are going through things that are difficult in your life right now, I have faith in you. You're doing the damnedest, bestest you can, and I appreciate that. So, without further ado, let's wrap things up. Let's head on over. Let's check out some other stuff, and you guys be good.